Have you ever opened your fridge and thought, wait, when did I even buy this? Like you basically open your fridge and you found something that you don't even remember purchasing. Has anyone experienced this? If you do, could you put your hands up? Yeah, I, Daisy Moon, am also guilty of this. Sometimes I feel like my refrigerator is a tiny museum of forgotten food. I left food in the fridge so long, I think it has developed its own civilization. Like this. Okay, but jokes aside, let's talk about something that quietly happens in all our homes. Food waste. When you hear food problem, what comes to mind? Would it be this, or this, or this? And maybe you imagine starving children on the news, or families in parts of the world where clean water and food are scarce. Right now, about 757 million people around the world face hunger every single day. That's nearly 1 in 10 of us going to sleep with empty stomachs. And yet, at the same time, mountains of edible food are tossed away daily. In restaurants, supermarkets, and our own kitchens. This contradiction is everywhere. It is becoming more serious, more urgent, and more personal. But here's the thing. Most of us don't intend to waste food. We buy with good intentions, such as eating healthier this week or cooking at home more often. Then life happens. We get busy, tired, and distracted. We don't see ourselves as wasteful people, and yet we all play a small part in this invisible problem. You see, food waste is a global issue. For instance, the US discards around 42 million tons of food annually. In China, approximately 35 million tons are wasted annually, which is enough to feed entire populations many times over. And that's why the Chinese government has even started campaigns to encourage mindful eating and reduce food waste. And it's not just these two countries. In Europe, more than 88 million tons of food are wasted annually. That's almost 173 kilograms per person. And in India, nearly 40% of fruits and vegetables never even make it to the market. They spoil during transport or storage. So yes, food waste speaks to inequality, injustice, and imbalance. But today, I want to take you somewhere different. Because food waste, it's not just a story about poverty. It's also a story about plenty. It's about how those of us who have enough still find ourselves throwing things away. Meanwhile, others who don't share that same abundance can only dream of what we take for granted. And yet, most of us just keep repeating the same cycle. Buying, forgetting, discarding. While some people struggle to fill their plates, we struggle to finish ours. Have you ever observed a time when volunteers were serving food to people who are experiencing homelessness? You know, those moments when a group of people line up with trays and someone on the other side gently places a warm meal on each plate. I remember watching a scene like that once. There was nothing fancy about the food, just, just simple soup and bread. But what struck me wasn't the meal itself, it was the look on people's faces. That quiet gratitude for something as basic as a warm plate of food. And then I thought about how, at the same time, so many of us throw away food that's perfectly fine. Half a sandwich, a few bites of rice. We don't even think twice about it. And this showed me that food waste is not just about what we throw away. It's about what we overlook. It's about how disconnected we become from the simple value of what's right in front of us. Sometimes having more doesn't make us grateful. It makes us forgetful. In societies like ours, it's easy to believe we're lacking something. The newest product, the better phone, the trendier meal. Maybe the real shortage isn't about resources at all. It's about awareness. We often think happiness comes from more money, more success, more things. But what if true fulfillment actually begins with enough? We may claim to understand the importance of gratitude, but do we truly practice it? When I think about food waste, it's not just about leftovers or trash bins. It's about the mindset behind it. The subtle belief that we can always get more tomorrow, that there's always time, always resources, always second chances. But if we start paying attention to what's already on our plates, in our homes, and in our lives, we might realize that we already have more than we think. Like really, we do have a lot in our life, but we just don't notice it. Let's cherish what we already have. And this idea goes beyond food. It touches every corner of our lives, our relationships, our opportunities, and our time. Think about it. How often do we scroll past moments that matter because we're chasing something better? How often do we waste not just food, but our attention, our energy, and our presence? When we learn to share that gratitude, whether it's food, kindness, or simply awareness, we begin to create something much bigger than just a cleaner fridge. We create connection, we create care, we create meaning. So let's challenge ourselves not just to chase more, but to value what we have. Not just in terms of food, but in every aspect of our lives. Thank you.